Welcome to Language Mission. இந்த வீடியோவில் வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா 2001 TRB English question தான் பார்க்க போகிறோம். இதில் டோட்டலாக வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா 100 questions இருக்குது. Question: Who wrote the novel Nectar in a Sieve? Kamala Markandeya. Who called Chaucer the father of English poetry? இந்த 4 ஆன்சரில் வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா கரெக்டான ஆன்சர் எதுவும் கொடுக்கல. அதனால் வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா கரெக்டான ஆன்சர் அப்படிங்கிறப்ப ஜான் ட்ரைடன் தான் சொல்லியிருப்பார். Not that I loved Caesar less, but that I loved Rome more. These are the words of Brutus in Julius Caesar. Lycidas is an elegy on Milton's friend Diodati. Browning's celebrated poems are written in the form of dramatic monologue. Who is the founder of the modern school of Indo-Anglican poetry? Derosio. Winter comes, can spring be far behind? This line reveals Shelley's optimism. Sans teeth, sans eyes, sans taste, sans everything. These words are spoken by Jacques. Shakespeare's measure for measure is a problem play. Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them. These lines occur in Twelfth Night. Who is the poet that said, I woke one morning and found myself great? Blake. Who is the heroine in Pride and Prejudice? Elizabeth Bennet. Who is the writer of A Think of Beauty is Joy Forever? John Keats. In which of his words Keats wonders about the sustenance of the imaginative vision? Do I wake or sleep? Ode to a Nightingale. For truth is always stranger than fiction. Who wrote this? Answer Byron. Next question. Blake's Songs of Innocence is about both A and B. A answer அப்படின்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா the joy of childhood in a natural and protected world. B answer the pastoral world. ரெண்டு ஆன்சருமே கரெக்ட். ஓகே, நெக்ஸ்ட் கொஸ்டின் வந்து 17. Dr. Johnson dictionary came out in 1755. Praise willing suspension of disbelief is associated with Coleridge. Miss said that Dr. Johnson's attitude in the lives of English poets is judicial in evaluating the poets. Yes, hell is a city much like London. Who wrote this? Shelley. Movement of return to nature has to do with the Romantic age. The pre-Romantic were influenced by the Middle Ages. No. Who is the writer of God made the country and man made the town? Answer William Cowper. Earlier English words were written to eulogize a person or the art of music or poetry. Answer yes. Of the following is the work of Chaucer, prologue to the Canterbury Tales. What was the first novel of R.K. Narayanan? Swami and Friends. Who wrote the Spanish tragedy? Answer Thomas Kidd. Marlowe's first play was Tamburlaine. Shakespeare wrote 37 plays. The tragic flaw in Macbeth is ambition. Who was the first poet laureate in England? Answer Ben Jonson. The first English critic to base his literary criticism on philosophical principle was Coleridge. The term objective correlative was introduced by T.S. Eliot in his Hamlet and his Problems. Who is the heroine of R.K. Narayanan's The Guide? Rosie. Walt Whitman was the national poet of America. The Age of Sensibility is a description of the late 18th century. Who wrote the following lines? Heard melodies are sweet, but those unheard are sweeter. Keats. In which poem of Tennyson do you find this line to strive, to seek, to find, and not to yield? Ulysses. The Scholar Gypsy by Matthew Arnold is a pastoral elegy. The poem Blessed Demoshel was written by D.G. Rossetti. In which year lyrical ballads were published? 1798. Wordsworth died in 1850. Language really used by men should be the language of poetry. Who is the proponent of these views? Wordsworth. As a philosopher, Coleridge was more interested in the philosophy of German. The mariner in the Ancient Mariner kills an albatross. The character Mrs. Malaprop was created by Richard Who wrote an essay on Boswell's Life of Johnson? Macaulay. Malapropism is kind after a character in The Revels. The circulating libraries were popular during the 17th century. Jane Austen's subject matter for her novels is social reform. DTERT is expanded as Directorate of Teacher Education, Research and Training. The theory and hierarchy of needs was propounded by Abraham Maslow. Formula to calculate intelligence quotient is equal to MA by CA into 100. Frederick J. MacDonald established scenic schools. The floating university, SS University, visited the Madras Harbour in the year 1978. Personality. Persona means the physical features of actor. The child's first teacher is the parent. The book titled Education for a Better Social Order was written by Russell. Education should be aimed at the grassroots level of any nation. This slogan was stressed by Gandhi. Diversified curriculum at the higher secondary level was implemented in the year 1978. Adonais is an elegy on Keats. In which ode does Keats refer to Ruth, Ode to a Nightingale? Who is known as the Prince of Essayists Hazlitt? Arnold's poetry is characterized by all this. How many novels were written by Jane Austen? 6. The theme of Paradise Lost is man's disobedience and fall. Which is the meter used in Paradise Lost? Pentameter of blank verse. Who first used the term metaphysical? Dryden. The main subject of Donne's poetry is passionate love and meditation. Quote the following line: a little learning is a dangerous thing. Pope. Shakespeare's sonnets are mostly addressed to the Earl of Southampton. Where does the action of Shakespeare's Messer for Messer take place? Vienna. It's no art to find the mind's construction in the face. These words are full of dramatic irony. Duncan is a guest of Macbeth at Inverness Castle. Miranda is daughter of Prospero. In Tamil Nadu, the Sainik School is located in Coimbatore. The Sergeant Report of 1944 insists on establishment of vocational schools. The university at Tanjavur offers exclusive courses in Tamil is used to measure span of attention. Paulo propounded the theory of classical conditioning. The new educational policy of 1986 was implemented by Rajiv Gandhi. India's destiny is shaped in her classrooms was the initial statement found in the report of the Kothari Education Commission. The schools are managed by the central government. The present system of education is subject-centered. A laissez-faire teacher exercises no control. Who was the first president of the Republic of India? Dr. Rajendra Prasad. The distance travelled by light in a year. Kalingath Bharani was written by Jayangondar. Rajaraja Chola built Pragadishwara Temple. Marathon race is 21 miles and 385 yards. Pope was a master of heroic couplet. Most representative poet of the Victorian age is Tennyson. Tennyson believed in condition. Cheap autobiographical novel is David Copperfield. Who called Coleridge on Archangel's slightly damaged Wordsworth? Who speaks the following words in The Tempest? We are such stuff as dreams are mad on Prospero. He is called the poet's poet, Milton. Dryden is the supreme master of satire. Men fear death as children fear to go in the dark. These are the words of Bacon. When did Milton die? 1674. Students, இதோட 2001 question முடியுது. Thanks for watching.